Well, sadly, this time of year is when we hear tragic stories about drownings in people's backyard swimming pools. To talk about ways to prevent such tragedies and to discuss the legal side of such occurrences, we're joined by Eric Palacios for today's Law Vegas Now segment. Eric, as always, good to have you with us. Let's talk about, first of all, ways to prevent these tragedies. There's an ABCD when it comes to backyard pool safety.
Yes, and we've all heard about these. The A is for adult supervision. The B is for a barrier or fence separating your pool from the rest of your home. The C is for classes. It's important to have your children in swim classes so they can learn how to get out on their own if they fall in. And D for devices. If they're babies or young children, be sure they have flotation devices, floaties, something that will get them and keep them safe until the parents find them.
Yeah, and we know there are inherent risks to backyard swimming pools. There are also legal risks as well. What are laws that are in place when it comes to backyard swimming pools?
The main one that we see issues with is you have to have a fence to keep neighborhood kids out and to keep your own kids safe. If you have a gate, it has to be self-closing, which means spring-loaded, so in case anybody leaves it open, it will shut by itself automatically. It needs to be 5 feet tall at least, and the vertical bars need to be 4 inches or closer together so a child can't fit through them. And
you were saying before we started this segment, things that people don't think about, like doggy doors, can present a danger.
Yes, it's a huge danger. If you have a big dog and a toddler, a lot of times they want to play with the dogs. They'll see the dog go out the doggy door, and then your child will just crawl out behind them. And by the time you realize it, it could be too late.
Yeah, and these are tragedies, and they're compounded with sometimes legal aspects that come after the fact. What or who is liable when it comes to injuries or even drownings in backyard swimming pools?
Well, there's a lot of questions that need to be asked. First is, who is the adult that's taking care of the children? If somebody leaves their children in your care and it's your house, then you may be responsible if something happens. If the parents are there, well, it's ultimately their responsibility. But what the law is going to look at is, did you take reasonable steps to make sure that everyone at your house was safe?
Yeah, being vigilant is always the best. All right, Eric, always good to have you with us. Thank you so much for the input. Really appreciate it. And if you want more information, you can give Eric Palacios and Associates a call at that number on the screen, 702-444-7777. You can also visit their website at ericpalacioslaw.com.